1984, the then Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi spoke on All India Radio and appealed to all sections of Punjab not to shed blood but hatred. This when the army was already preparing for its assault on the Golden Temple. For nearly 5 days, the Indian Army used heavy artillery, tanks and helicopters to remove Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale, who was the radical leader demanding the establishment of Khalistan, from inside the Golden Temple in Amritsar. This was Operation Blue Star. What happened next was history. June 6 is the anniversary of Operation Blue Star, which was conducted in 1984 to flush out Khalistani terrorists from the Golden Temple in Amritsar. Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale occupied the Golden Temple in 1981 along with his band of armed men. By 1984, Bhindranwale's radical group had committed targeted killings and led terror attacks, causing the death of over 100 security personnel and civilians, many of whom were eminent personalities. The commandos who entered the Golden Temple on June 6, 1984 were part of the special group of the 56th Commando Company of the Indian Army. They were the only unit of the Indian forces to have received specialized training to fight terrorists, having taken control of a sensitive public place and deal with the hostage-like situation. The Special Group, or SG Commandos as they were called those days, had been trained by an expert team of the Mossad, the Israeli intelligence organization. The SG had been created in 1981 for special operations. India did not have diplomatic ties with Israel at that time, and the training had been coordinated by the Research and Analysis Wing, popularly known as the R&AW, which had its own arrangement with Mossad. The training was provided to Indian SG commandos at the secret base of Sairat Matkal. The Indian commandos underwent special anti-terror training for over 3 weeks in 1983 in the recreated landscapes having busy streets, maze of buildings and vehicles. This training came useful when the special commandos entered the Golden Temple at 10:30 p.m. on June 6th. The commandos were in black fatigues and wore night vision glasses, M1 steel helmets and bulletproof jackets, and carried sophisticated guns including AK-47 assault rifles. The commandos were capable of jogging at a speed of 40 km per hour. Fast forward 39 years. The year 2023 so far has witnessed several violent attacks on Indian government facilities, Hindu temples and other institutions by pro-Khalistani terrorists in the UK, US, Australia and Canada. In a shocking incident in June, a tableau featuring the assassination of late Indian PM Indira Gandhi by her Sikh bodyguards was part of a parade in Canada. The video, believed to be from June 4th, came days before the 39th anniversary of Operation Blue Star, in which militant Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale was killed. Canadian PM Trudeau, who remains in denial, called India's concerns wrong when asked about the tableau.
Prime Minister, we've seen a parade float depict the assassination of Indira Gandhi and posters calling on people to kill India. The Indian government says you're being soft on Sikh extremism because you rely on votes from that community. How can you demonstrate to them that they're wrong?
They are wrong. Canada has always taken extremely seriously violence and threats of violence. We've always taken serious action against terrorism, and we always will.
These incidents have been taking place in the garb of freedom of speech, especially under the pretext of a manhunt launched by the Indian government, leading to the arrest of the hardline pro-Khalistan separatist Amritpal Singh, who tried to cause division in Punjab, which angered Khalistani sympathizers in the West. And now, India's top investigative agency has picked up its pace.
If they do not provide security, if they do not take this seriously, if there are incidents like what you saw, there will be reactions from India. The days when India would take this lightly, I want to say, are behind us. This is not an India which will accept its national flag pulled down by somebody in the manner.
In a major dent in pro-Khalistani operations, Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a wanted terrorist and top leader of Khalistani Tiger Force, was shot dead in Canada in June. Nijjar, who was the head of the Guru Nanak Sikh Gurdwara Sahib, was shot dead in Punjabi-dominated Surrey city of Canada on June 18th. In the past month, multiple Khalistani leaders across the world, including in Pakistan, have died, and the death of Nijjar, including other Khalistanis, has come as a jolt for pro-Khalistani organizations and leaders. Earlier, the arrest of Waris Punjab Day Chief Amritpal Singh by the Punjab police in Moga on March 23rd jolted the terrorist forces. In May 2023, reports of the murder of 63-year-old Pakistan-based Khalistani terrorist Paramjeet Singh Panjwar surfaced. He was among the top leaders of the Khalistan Commando Force and was notified as a terrorist by the Government of India. Another Khalistani terrorist, Avtar Singh Khanda, chief of the banned Khalistan Liberation Force, died in a UK hospital on June 15th. UK asylum seeker and Khalistani terrorist Avtar Singh Khanda was wanted for pulling down the Indian flag at Indian High Commission in London. Most recently, Khalistani terrorists tried to set the Indian consulate in San Francisco on fire, immediately after which America condemned the act strongly and said that these groups will no longer be considered as protesters and will fall under the ambit of criminality. The FBI is reportedly planning action as per criminal laws against such groups.
Khalistani groups are ticking bomb.
The attack on July 2nd was the second such act of violence against an Indian mission within months, drawing strong condemnation from the US government, which termed it a criminal offense. A video by Khalistan supporters dated July 2nd was posted on Twitter that showed the act of arson at the Indian consulate in San Francisco. The video with the words "violence begets violence" emblazoned over it also showed news articles related to the death of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. The threat perception of the security of Indian missions and convoys has also escalated after pro-Khalistan elements put out a poster with violent imagery, the words "Kill India" and photograph with High Commissioner Sanjay Kumar Verma, Consul General in Toronto Apurva Srivastav and Consul General in Vancouver Manish. India has already communicated its concerns to Canadian authorities. Meanwhile, in a statement released on Twitter on July 3rd, Canada's Minister of Foreign Affairs Melanie Joly said, A similar statement was also tweeted by Minister of National Defence Anita Anand, who said, Punjab is a bordering Indian state. Punjabis and Sikhs are important to India. Disruptive forces wanting to tear the country apart want the unrest to escalate. So that anti-Sikh sentiment can be propagated, the Sikh community can be isolated, and people start calling Sikhs Khalistanis. That will radicalize the entire community. Punjab is an integral and inalienable part of India, and so are Sikhs. And these disruptive separatist forces can never change that with their propagandist actions.